Alright guys, let me start this video off by saying I wish no guns ever existed. I wish I could snap my fingers and eliminate all weapons in the whole fucking world. I would gladly get rid of this gun in a heartbeat. In a fucking heartbeat. If there wasn't already 7 guns for every man, woman, and child in America. So, first and foremost, I'm not pro-gun. I'm pro-gun in terms of there's fucking 7 guns for every American woman and child already out there. Does that make sense? If nobody had guns, I don't fucking need this thing. That's first and foremost. Second off, all the fucking riots we had last year, shit was burning down, crazy chaos. We didn't have that shit here in Florida. You know, and I would argue it's because we will shoot your fucking ass. You come and try to burn my house down, it's not going to end well for you. And I know Democrats with better guns than I got. So don't think this is a Republican talking to you. It's not. I didn't vote for Trump. I didn't vote for Bush. I didn't vote for Obama. I didn't vote for Hillary. I didn't vote for Biden. This is just a independent, freedom-loving American. And again, I don't even want this fucking thing. The only reason I got this thing right here is because the genie's already out of the bottle, folks. And just look at it. It's covered in dust, folks. You know what I'm saying? I'm not cleaning this fucking thing every day and just like, oh, I can't wait to shoot something. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to shoot nothing, bro. I hope that gun does nothing but collect dust. Point blank, period. But should you happen to break in my motherfucking house, you're gonna hear click clack. And then if you don't turn around, you're gonna hear a loud boom. And it might be the last boom you ever fucking hear. So, you look at Australia, they took the guns away. They were literally throwing people in COVID camps. So, I say that to bring up, why is it the second fucking amendment? Not the 31st, not the 16th, not the 12th. It's the second one. And it's not to go hunting and fishing. It is to protect yourself from a tyrannical government. Oh, what are the odds of that? Well, look at Canada. The dude just pulled out an emergency bill, sickened the military on a peaceful protest. Whether you like the fucking message or not, whether you're behind them or not, whether you like the horns or not, should the trucks be there or not, it doesn't matter. The government pulled out an emergency order, which isn't supposed to be used unless it's World War fucking 3 or there's a major terrorist organization attacking the country. And a peaceful protest, he pulled those fucking orders. Froze their bank accounts. They're literally not letting people in protest that aren't parked in the street. Okay? If you want to get into the mandate argument, if you look at their freedom of rights and charters, it's illegal. The mandate's illegal. The passport's illegal. England just ended all their shit. And what did Canada do? They pulled out the fucking military. Do you see where this is going, folks? Do you see what the hell the forefathers knew? God bless them for their rights, you know. God damn them for the wrongs. You know, I know forefathers are slaveholders and shit like that, and that's a whole nother discussion. I'm not getting into that. I'm just going to say they had some foresight. That's the reason on number fucking 2. Not 30, not 12, not 16. The second fucking thing they wrote down was the right to bear arms. Because England was coming over here and taking our shit. And said, have a nice day. Do you see what I'm saying, folks? So if you don't want nobody to come and take your shit, hence the bread off your plate, the food out your pantry, you might want to have fucking arms. So I suggest everybody out there, it already happened in Democrat cities, huge numbers of fucking first time gun buyers. Huge numbers. Can you blame them? Can you fucking blame them? It wasn't Republicans. We already had guns. I'm not a Republican, but it wasn't gun owners. They already had the fucking guns. So you saw this soar in gun sales, and it was from people who probably didn't own fucking guns. Now they see, oh shit, my knife isn't long enough. You know what I mean? Your sword can be fucking 10 foot long. It don't matter, because that gun shoots 100 yards. So, again, I just want to express, I don't even fucking want guns. But this is why I own one, because of Australia. Throwing people in a COVID camp. Folks, where is this really about health and safety? Really? They had anti-explosive vehicles in Canada on a peaceful protest. Dudes are out there with AR-15s. Canadians don't even got fucking guns. At least you're not allowed to carry a gun. You can have a gun in your home, I think, in certain parts of Canada. I'm not sure. So, again, what about the residents of Ottawa? You're in the capital. If I live in DC, I can go ahead and fucking make a nice bet. If there's ever gonna be a protest, it's gonna be right here. There's gonna be some loud, pissed off people. Where should I not go? Washington, D.C. is the first place I'm not gonna go if I want to avoid pissed off, loud protesters. And so you live in fucking Ottawa, the capital, and your country is doing illegal mandates, which is against their rights and charters. Guess what? It's going to get loud. People are going to get a little upset. You know what I'm saying? America, I think the Supreme Court still has somewhat of a soul. They said it's unconstitutional. What did Biden do? Saying, hey, you know what? It is what it is. It's the law of the land. Rule of law. No, fuck that. Don't listen to them. And you wonder why there's chaos, folks. You wonder why. He said there wasn't going to be a mandate. They're lying to us. They do not have our best interests at heart. That's why the forefathers put that motherfucker at number 2. Check out Killer Mike. Killer Mike, man. I was rooting for Bernie. He was rooting for Bernie. And Killer Mike said everybody should own 7 guns. You need one to show that your dick's bigger. You need a 12 gauge shotgun that's perfect home defense. I think he said you need a pistol. Walking around, self-defense. And we're talking Bernie Sanders supporter. I sent money to Bernie. I've only sent money to 2 politicians in my whole life. Bernie Sanders and Andrew Yang. Did I ever think we would have a President Yang in America? Probably not. But he's American. He's not, he's not a Chinese dictator. So, I don't know, man. I love y'all, man. Hold on, be strong. This shit is so crazy right now. Everybody should go out and buy you a 12 gauge shotgun. Perfect home defense weapon. And do what I do. Just let it collect dust. You know what I mean? people ask, what are you afraid of? Nothing. Know what I'm saying? I got a baseball bat too, and I got a knife. That shit don't help against guns, folks. Sorry to break it to you. They don't break in with gloves and masks anymore. They break in with gloves, masks, and guns. And if they should happen to break in my motherfucking house, click clack. I hope I never have that day come. I hope that gun just collects dust and rust for the next fucking however many years I'm still here. But yeah, if you like gun laws, go to Chicago, man. And this ain't gonna be fireworks you're hearing. Ask the police if they feel safer because of gun laws. I just don't understand, man. If the guns weren't already out in existence, I would not want this thing. You know what I mean? I want it to be a fair fight. That's it. Bad guys, when you pass a gun law, they don't just turn their guns in all of a sudden. Now you actually empowered them. You look at Australia's crime rate after the gun ban. Yeah, exactly. And I get it, man. The school shootings, dude, they make me sick. I want to throw up every time I fucking see one. But 40 years ago, we had more guns. We had just as much guns as we do now. I would argue less people that were anti-gun then, and we didn't have any school shootings. You know what I mean? There wasn't no fucking school shootings. This is a new phenomenon. It's not, you're trying to treat the smoke, right? The gun is the smoke, because that's what he used to take out this many people or whatever. The fire is what caused that person to use that gun. Which in a lot of cases, if you look at all these fucking kids are on prescription meds. A lot of them. They probably shouldn't have fucking guns in the fucking house. I'm sorry. Maybe I'm right or wrong on that. I'm not saying I know everything. I think it's a good debate. You should be mentally fit. And you should be taught. There's a lot of good fucking people out there that owns guns and would happily teach you the rights, the do's and the don'ts of gun ownership. You know what I mean? The safety protocols. Hide your shit. Don't just make it fucking out in the open, easily accessible necessarily. You want it accessible, should your door ever get kicked in. But you just don't want it flaunting out there. Especially if you got somebody in the house. You wouldn't trust with a gun necessarily. You know what I mean? No. I love y'all, man. Hold on, be strong. Again, World War II, Japan hit Pearl Harbor, and the only reason they did not invade was because the citizens had more guns than their military did. Not to mention our military, too. The citizens had more guns than Japan's fucking military. So I just want people to kind of take that into effect here, man. Is nobody's going to come to America and try to take over on our land. It's just a bad idea. It's just a bad idea. It's not going to happen. Maybe in California. But as long as Compton, is still there, we're going to be safe. Bam, bam, bam. That was a fuck with y'all. Again, I wish there was no guns. I wish, but the cat's out of the bag. And all I'm asking for is allow me to have a fair fight. You know what I mean? There's guns out there in the hands of bad people, in the hands of bad men, then we need to let good men have them. And ladies too. I think ladies shouldn't even have to file for a concealed carry. I think it's the most asinine thing I've ever seen. If you got a responsible human being, a girl that weighs 120 pounds, you know what I mean? Try putting her up against Bubba. You know what I mean? God bless her. I'm sure she's going to get her licks in. You know what I mean? Women don't fight. They fight dirty. Women are badass fighters. They're ruthless. And you can't kick them in the nuts because they ain't got none. But Bubba ultimately's got 150 pounds of muscle on old girl. So I think every female, you would pretty much reduce rate, I would guarantee you, by at least 90%. Just allowing women to carry a pistol. You know what I mean? Obviously, with proper training, you don't just fucking hand them a firearm. Hey, good luck. You know, she needs to go to the range. She needs to learn how to operate it. She needs to learn how to clean it. Learn how to all the safety measures, you name it, go down the fucking book. Just tell me what puts a 120-pound girl on the same level as Bubba. Some 300-pound fucking hillbilly redneck crazy fuck they let off the fucking backwoods. You know what I'm saying? How is she supposed to defend herself against somebody like that? You know what I mean? So if you're anti-gun, you're anti-defense. If you're anti-defense, well, you lost. I don't know what else to fucking tell you. So you see what Canada's doing. You see what Australia's doing. You already know China. A college has a peaceful protest. 2 people hold a sign. They send out the tanks on them. You know what I mean? So be grateful you're in America. Be grateful that people around you have guns, because it makes you safer and them safer. It makes all of us safer. So love y'all. Hold on. Be strong. Remember, it ain't number 2 by accident. It's kind of fucking important. Did the forefathers get it right the first time? No, they didn't. They were slaveholders. But, you could argue, if you're grown up in that, you're not really going to know much better, are you? You know what I mean? Obviously, you should have some moral, some moral standards. You don't hit a man with a fucking whip. Obviously, you don't enslave them. So, but for the most part, America has made great progress. And I think with the Constitution and the progress that we have made, we're heading in the right direction, guys. Black people are fucking on every commercial nowadays, which I think is kind of sad. Not because black people shouldn't be on every commercial. It's white-owned companies that didn't give a fuck before are now jumping on a trend. And feel-good white people are buying those products, even though it was the same motherfucker 10 years ago wouldn't even put a black person on a commercial. So I love that black actor got paid, but it's going to a white CEO